Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we will be discussing a very important topic that is related to supervised machine learning and machine learning classifiers, and will help us to determine how successful our machine learning classifier is. And that topic is called confusion matrix. So we will be talking today about what is a confusion matrix. Then we will go through an example together about pregnancy diagnosis to be able to understand the terms in practice and more better. Then we will generalize our observations at the end to be able to define the confusion matrix terms. So let's start with a general overview. So what's a confusion matrix? A confusion matrix is a table, as shown down here, that is often used to describe the performance of a classifier on a set of test data for which the true values are known. So here we can see this is the confusion matrix. On the rows, we can see here the predicted. This is what our model predicted, whether it is positive or negative. Let's assume, for example, that we are talking about classifying an email if it is spam or not spam. So the positive will be spam, negative will be not spam. Then here on the columns, we have the actual value. That's the real value of the email, for example, if it is positive or spam or negative or not spam. So here we have these four terms. You might be wondering what these are, which are true positive, true negative, false positive, and false negative. Let's go through the pregnancy diagnosis example together to understand in more details what these terms are. So let's consider a task to classify whether a person is pregnant or not pregnant. If the test for pregnancy is positive, then the person is pregnant. On the other hand, if the test for pregnancy is negative, then the person is considered not to be pregnant. Okay? So now let's define these four terms in this example. So a person who is actually pregnant, the real value was pregnant, and is diagnosed by the doctor as also pregnant, so it's correctly classified. This is called true positive, meaning that it is predicted as positive here, predicted by the model, and it was actually true. The real value was true. It is correctly positive. Next, the next term is the true negative, which is when a person who is actually not pregnant or negative and diagnosed by the doctor as also not pregnant, which is also matching, the real value is matching our prediction. So this is good. Yeah, I mean, this is what we want in our machine learning classifiers. This is also called true negative, meaning that it is negative. The value was negative, and our model, the predicted value was negative, I mean, and the correct value or the real value is true, that it is true negative. Next, we have false positive, which is when a person is actually not pregnant and was diagnosed by the doctor as pregnant. So this is not what we desire in our machine learning model. We want us to predict the same as the real value. So this is called false positive, meaning that it falsely predicted it positive. Hope my explanation is clear. And finally, we have false negative. This is when a person is actually pregnant and diagnosed by the doctor as not pregnant. So our model is falsely predicting negative for this specific case, which also we do not desire in our machine learning classifiers. So to summarize confusion matrix terms, true positive is predicting positive class as positive. True negative is predicting negative class as negative. And these two are what we desire in our model. And the two that we wish to reduce or lower their value is the false positive, which is predicting negative class as positive, and the opposite, which is false negative, is when predicting positive class as negative. And here, hope now the confusion matrix is clear. Here, the true positive can be filled when the predicted value and the actual value is both positive and positive. Here, where the true positive will be filled, and the same for the rest. The row is the predicted and the column is the actual value. Hope my explanation was clear. Thank you for listening. And please, if you have any questions, let me know.